Hello everyone and welcome to Stratford. Today we're in the one and only OpenBVE and we're going to be taking a look and a quick drive down the all new North Woolwich extension for the North London line from BVE Western Region. We are of course doing this in the beautiful Class 3 PEP unit, which is 45 years old this year, so happy birthday to the Peps. And we are standing here at Stratford. So I am of course driving this in the Silverlink livery, which is period appropriate for this route, as this is set in the Silverlink era. And I just think it looks like a nice livery. I don't know if you guys think it's a nice livery, but I think it is. Anyways, got a bit of time here before we need to set up anything. Have I just done something I shouldn't have done, which I probably have actually. Yeah, there we go. I think home and end do the cab doors. You can actually open these, which is really cool. This is the Class 3. This was actually given an overhaul a few months back by BVE Western Region. No, about a year ago, yeah. They did an overhaul. Because previously it was a really basic... Train graffiti cost thousands of pounds. Bugger that. That's very nice. Now let's set up this train. So going to put in the master key, reset the AWS, take off the DRA, make sure we've got our headlights set correctly, which we'll do now. Fantastic. We should probably set our destination too. We are of course going to North Woolwich. Now this route does actually start at Richmond, but I've chosen to start here at Stratford because, well, I just want to take a look at the new extension really. I think we're about ready to go. There we go. Apply to the guards bell. Apply a bit of power. I'm getting a playable 20 odd FPS here. So of course this is Stratford, nicely detailed. Not much at all has changed since the original version of North London line. There's all this Jubilee line stuff here. I'm supposed to be doing 20, I should probably slow down. Oh no, it's 30. Anyways, this extension adds a few new stations, so West Ham, Canning Town, Custom House, Silvertown and North Woolwich. We have got guards announcements, not sure if you can hear them over the microphone, but they are there. So far I'm liking this. A lot of this is being reused from the old Jubilee line, which came out a few years ago. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, this is Jubilee line tracks at the minute that we're going over, but this is the Silverlink tracks, which is now part of the DLR, I do believe. Get some speed here. So the original North London line for BVE only went from Richmond to Stratford via Wilston Junction and Gospel Oak. But this one goes as far as North Woolwich. It's fantastic. And I'm really liking the detail. I will say again, this route is quite detailed. You will need a decent computer to run it. You'll obviously want to use the latest version of OpenBVE, because that has a new renderer. So if you're on a potato PC like me, I'd recommend enabling that, as it just gives you much better FPS and makes the route so much more playable. Probably slow down here, coming a bit too fast. The brakes on this thing are a bit like cheese, so imagine you've got blocks of cheese as your brakes. That's what 313's brakes are like, from what I've been told, and they are not the best. Take a while to stop from a medium speed. I guess that'll do. Oh, we're 21 seconds late. So yeah, welcome to West Ham. Let's get a nice exterior shot. This is nice, I like it. Lots of nice detail. Got to give kudos to these guys because their routes are pretty good. Probably could do with accelerating a bit faster for running late. But this is one of these first drive videos, so I just want to get a general look and feel of the route, see how it feels. Now, I'm not too familiar around the Stratford area, but it does look quite grotty before the Olympics, because obviously this is set before 2012, so it still has that grotty feel of it. It's West Ham, actually, so... You know what I mean? East London used to be quite manky before the Olympics. It probably is still quite manky, but it was certainly much more manky before the Olympics. And I can see Canary Wharf there with all them tiles, which is fantastic, really. Really nice effort. And the sound on this is quite nice too. Acceleration may be a bit slow, but I'm not too familiar with the class 3-on-3s. The only peps I've been on are 3-on-4s and 507s, so I'm not too familiar with the 3-on-3s. It's probably the same sort of physics, so it might just be the Silverlink units. Anyways, we are approaching Canning Town, which is also Jubilee Line station. After this station, though, we are no longer running parallel to the Jubilee. Now, this part of the route has actually been in BVE for a while. You just couldn't drive it. The tracks have been there. It's been ready to be implemented because it was part of the original Jubilee from BVE Western Region. And you can tell this is Canning Town from the brutalist architecture. I have been here before, not in Silverlink era, but with DLR trains and Jubilee Line, post Jubilee Line extension stuff. Now I've decided to do it in Silverlink Metro livery because A, it's most appropriate to the route, because if I was to do it in, say, NSE, obviously all this Jubilee Line extension stuff's here, which wouldn't be here in NSE era. There'd just be construction work going on, so I've chosen to do it. Plus, I don't mind the Silverlink Metro livery. Not the best livery there is, but it's unique and it packs a punch. Why is that not going? Sugar. Probably. I've not put it in fourth. That's the reason. Fantastic. I'm not too sure if this is a too bluish shade of purple, but because I remember the Silverlink livery in its final years as being quite deep purple, not as bluey, but I can't quote on that. I'm not a Silverlink expert. And obviously this part of the line was demolished for DLR. The section between Richmond and Stratford was taken over by London Overground and was given a massive overhaul, including them Class 378 capital stars they got, and just general updates here and there. I think some accessibility stuff took place there too, so new lifts and ramps and stuff like that. This thing doesn't hold 30 very well, maybe that's still going. Okay, maybe that's still going up a gradient. Anyways, we are here at Custom House, which does actually have the DLR tracks here. Oh wait, this is Royal Victoria. We don't stop here. I thought this was Custom House. Never mind. We shall carry on. The distance between stations here is quite short actually on DLR, so yeah, it's a light rail system. This is heavy rail. And I do believe you can get the DLR for BVE. Probably slow down. 25. Oh, not being put on that line. Still slow down as a station. Don't want to miss it. Now I love the graffiti and the grottiness. It really captures that sort of essence really nicely of East London. I don't mean anything bad about East London, but it's just not the nicest place in the world. "42 late." Probably because I thought that Royal Victoria was well, you're supposed to be stopping there, but it's only DLR, isn't it? Oh, it's Custom House. I do believe there's a big exhibition centre here. shot. Fantastic. We aren't forward, so we can get going. I swear this sign was glitching out. Yeah, glitchy sign. Please fix that. Glitchy sign at Custom House. Mashing through the textures. Not the biggest issue. I've seen worse on dovetail routes for TS, but it's not the best. And it'd be nice to see it fixed. Just a little thing to put out there. But so far, I am enjoying this route. A lot of the tracks have been reused, but I do believe this branch off to Silvertown and North Woolwich is new. Abandoned track there. Very nice. You can't not love a 3-on-3. Done a good job of texturing them. What's that? Another buggy thing. Might be my installation. This might be installation route. I'll probably need to reinstall this on at some point. For existing users of the North London line, you'd want to delete the original part of the North London line, so the original North London line, or back it up or whatever, and remove the original 3-on-3. Not like the original one, but the one that's included with the Richmond Stratford route, and then install this as you would normally. We're in a tunnel, which is fantastic. This isn't the only place North London used to go. North London I used to go to. It previously served a station called Broad Street, which apparently was quite a big terminus until about 40, 50 years ago. And I do believe it remains abandoned to this day. Sounds do actually capture the essence that you're in a tunnel. I quite like it. It's quite spooky. Probably speeding, but I don't really care. I'm not driving professionally. Nah, but I like this atmosphere. It's really nice. Done a good job with the foliage here and there. Well, lots of greenery, which I like. Shrubs by the side of the track seem a bit repetitive, but you know, it's not like I can build BVE routes. And I do believe that this is Silvertown. Yeah, we're approaching Silvertown. Yeah, this is Silvertown. Which I'm not too sure if it's served by the DLR. I know that Woolwich, part of it is served by the DLR. Because this line being put down. Just for a sign for an airport. More glitchy signs. Not too impressed by that. They might have updated it since I installed this version of the route, but we'll see. Yeah, that stop marker isn't looking too good. Not impressed by that. Not the best if you've got epilepsy. No, but I did see, it might just be my version of OpenBVE that's doing this. It might be my installation. If you do actually get stuff like this, then please do let me know. I did see a sign for airport, so I think we must be near London City, which is the only other airport I can think of that's not miles away. Can actually do 45 here, and I do appreciate the detail on the 45 limit, where it's got graffiti and tags and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to my 3-on-3. It doesn't look that bad if you come from this angle. Snap on the other side though, so I'm glad I've taken the screenshot from this side. Anyways, this is a 45 limit from Silvertown to North Woolwich, which will be a terminus. It'd be nice to have a terminus feeding, because previously you could only drive from Richmond to Stratford, would also be nice to get some different style of activities, so maybe some at night, but then again, I do appreciate the work that's gone into this. It's a very nice route. Ooh, cancel you before we get too much stress. And we're going way too fast. I'm just taking it all in, aren't I? I do appreciate... Ooh, I do love the guards' announcements. Adds a really nice touch to it that you can't really get in other BVUs. Am I going to eat the buffers? Going way too fast, that's for sure. No, I'm not going to eat the buffers. And this is North Woolwich, which is actually quite a nice station, I think. Shame they pulled it down. I think it's disused or being converted to some crossrail thing right now, but the station building looks like it'd be nice. And more glitchy textures. That might be my settings. We are 3 minutes early. Well, I never. Let's get a good shot here. Let's see what we can do here. No, don't want that. We have actually got some heritage stuff here, I would think. Looks like some coaches. Doesn't look modern, that's for sure. Some nice old wagons. Got a little shunter here. I don't know the precise class that this is, but if anybody does know, please do feel free to tell me. More vans. Yeah, I think there might have been some attempt to make like a heritage line here or something like that. They just never took root. I don't know. Take up the station building. Very grand and very beautiful. Nice Art Deco style. Now, I haven't actually been to North Woolwich before. We've got, obviously, the modern station building, I do believe. Which doesn't look as grand or beautiful, but it's functional. Hang on, is that actually the station entrance? Yes, it is. So you go through the container. That makes sense. And we've got signs for this way out when ticket office is closed. North Woolwich Old Station Museum. That explains the old coaches. Royal Victoria Gardens. And the free ferry and foot tunnel. It's the ferry free back in them days. To Woolwich Town Centre. Fantastic. And buses. Now, you wouldn't expect much scenery detail beyond this point, and there isn't really much scenery detail other than this basic background, which is acceptable, because from the cab you're not going to see that, because obviously a big building and a tree in the way. Anyways, I think that's a good... I think now would be a good time to... Not in there. Now would be a good time to sum up this video and come to the conclusion that, yeah, this is a good route. It has a few iffy flaws, but it's overall got some nice effort and detail put into it, and it's freeware, it's OpenBVE. Get it if you want to. It's linked in the description. And peace out.